out to be a high value man? I get asked this question a lot, and it's like, one is more than financial. Your financial is just one of the many ways you can be a high value man. A high value man is character traits. How are you in relationships? How do other people respect you? How do you help other people become a better version of themselves? It's so many different ways to how to become a high value man. You must be able to have an energy about you. You must be able to influence others. Like, a lot of men struggle with understanding how to become high value. What does it mean to be high value? And how do you know others look at you high value? So obviously money. People think, because there's a lot of people that have a lot of money, but they're not high value at all. Like, if you have a lot of money and no one respects you, no one looks up to you, no one asks you how to do this or how to do that, you're not really high value. If you don't have no great relationships and great friendships and connections, and you and like, because it's more than that. And I explain that to people, like, because if you have good character traits where you're probably charming, you're funny, you're like, women just, they like being around you, that alone makes you high value. If your men friends, your guy friends, if they look up to you, they're influenced by you, they ask you questions on how to better their life, that's when you know you're high value. Financial is one way too. You have the money. You have money to support others. You have money to help others. You have the knowledge to help men get to a better financial level. So it's multiple ways of being high value as a man. And I think a lot of men struggle with how to get there and trying to figure it out. Like, you don't, like, because I hear a lot of people, oh, how are you high value? You don't have that much money. Guys, high value don't mean that's just one of the traits. Like, I hear that question all the time. How are you high value? And I be like reading these comments. I'm like, what do you mean? How is that guy high value? That guy is high value because he might do other things that don't require having the money yet. Or he could be on his way to getting the money. Like, you don't just, high value is in a guy way before anyone else sees it. So that's another thing. Like, to be high value, you are already born high value. And like, okay, people like, okay, so what's the difference of a person who's not high value? A man, let's do a man. A man who is not high value is a man who is probably not the best leader, or he's more of a follower. He follows the pack. A high value man doesn't follow anyone. A high value man goes after what he wants. A high value man knows what he's want. A high value man knows his worth, knows how much time he should be wasting on certain activities. A man with no value will waste his time doing anything. Like, does that make sense? Like, a man with no value would not understand his worth. And a female will understand a man with no value, because these are the same women that I truly believe that have to become masculine in their relationship. Because if they feel like their man can't lead, it's probably because their man is not high value. A masculine woman is not going to run into a high value man and be masculine. That don't make sense. So it's like, I try to tell people, like, first of all, you have to better you as a person. You have to look yourself in the mirror like, okay, what I need to work on? Are you in shape? Being in shape is one huge thing of being a high value man. Do you take care of your health? Health is the number one most important thing in the world. So it's like, if you are not taking care of your health, if you are not working out, if you are not eating healthy, that is one huge factor to me in a high value man. What's your goals in life? Do you have a dream? Do you have a vision? Do you have a plan? A lot of people have dreams but no plan. A high value man has a plan. He has steps that he needs to take to get to the next level. Whatever that situation is, whatever he's trying to accomplish, he has it planned out. He has steps to get there. A non-high value man doesn't have a plan. A non-high value man is going with the flow. He's going as whatever's happening, it's happening. A high value man has everything planned out ahead of time. So like I try to tell people, like I try to tell men, like, you want to become high value, look at yourself. What do I need to work on? How could I better myself? How could I become the best version of me? How could I have people look up to me? If people don't come to you now, it's probably because you're not high value. They don't see the value in you to ask you any questions. So it's like you have to it's like working out. You have to work on yourself. You just have to. And I think like men got to know the difference, and men have to understand the difference. Men have to understand to get that value is not, you know it in yourself, but it's also how your peers look at you. If your peers don't look at you as up here, you're probably not high value. And there's nothing wrong with being high value. I mean, non-high value. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. Because not everybody in this world is meant to be high value. And I also try to explain to women the difference. Because a lot of women, y'all think y'all qualified for high value men, and y'all not. Like, y'all not. Ma'am, if you're not in your feminine energy, if you're not keeping up with yourself physically, if you're not meeting a guy and helping a guy be the best version of himself, also helping him fulfill his flaws and helping him in those areas where he's slack at, you can't bring no value to that type of man. Like, a woman must know the difference. And I think women look at all men like they're the same, and there's not. Like, a man will show you exactly who he is by just talking to them. A lot of women ignore red flags and don't know the difference between these type of men. Because a real high value man is going to tell you what it is. He ain't going to lie to you. Men who are at high value, they know their worth. They know who they are. They know where they're headed. They're not looking at a female and saying, "Hey, let's just go down this path. Let's just see where it takes us." No, they will tell you where we're going. They will tell you how we're going to get there. They're going to tell you how long it's going to take to get there. A high value man knows his worth. He knows his path. He knows his vision. He has a vision. He definitely has a vision. So if you want to become a high value man, these are things you need to work on. Work on your character traits. Work on how do you influence others. Work on your goals. Set a plan. Do not have goals and dreams without a plan. You must have steps to get there. You got to have steps to get there. You can't just say you want to do something and don't have steps to get there. So you must, to become a high value man, you must work on yourself. You must pay attention to your flaws. You must be and figure out the qualities that you need to work on to become the best version of yourself. And you can do it, because anybody could do it. But it takes understanding these steps to learn how to do it. And I'm going to leave y'all with this. A high value man is well respected from everyone. No matter what he's doing, no matter where he's going, the respect level is there. And a high value man doesn't have to tell you he's high value. You'll smell it on him. You will see it on him. You'll be like, yo, that guy, he on his shit. That guy, he's about what he says. That guy, yo, he has all the girls. Why all the girls want him? That's the guy. That guy is, yo, his credit's good. That guy, yo, he about to buy a house. Yo, I like his car. Yo, that guy's always in shape. He always smells good. He always looks good. That guy takes care of himself. He works on himself. So you want to become high value, make sure you work on yourself and work on the qualities that you need to work on. And ladies, if you want a high value man, I'll make another video for that on how to explain how to get a high value man. But this is how you become a high value man. It's your boy KJ. Hit that like and subscribe button. F with your boy.